All right, getting ready to make our steak bites and mashed potatoes. So we got our little red skins in here, getting us a good little boil on there. So we're gonna let those boil for a little bit, and we'll go ahead and make up the rest of our stuff that's gonna go in these mashed potatoes, which will be some whipped butter. So you add some whipped butter, you don't, and then you want to add about three quarters of a cup of heavy whipping cream, and then you'll go in with a little garlic powder, and you'll also go in with a little bit of black pepper, and then you'll go in with your salt. That'll be it right there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let this right here get melted down. So you got your heavy whipping cream. And all this is just going to make your mashed taters even more creamy. Some people put mayonnaise in it. I think Penny always puts mayonnaise in her. I normally put mayonnaise in it as well. So we'll get that going. If you have never tried this stuff right here, it's pretty good. It's move over butter, whipped and sweet cream buttermilk. So, like I said, we'll get to our potatoes right here. As soon as they get done, we'll get those guys all mashed up. We'll be right back. All right, we're back now. I got two choice ribeyes. And everybody know, if you don't know, what you're looking for on a ribeye is this stuff right here. This is called your spinalis. This is like the fillet on the ribeye. Super tender. So you know, when you're looking for a fillet, when you're looking for a ribeye and you go in the store, I'll show you this other one right here. I'll go through all of them to try to find that right there. Like I said, what it's called is a spinalis, and that is very tender. And also, I also look for the fat right here. Most of that's going right there. That fat, what they say, fat is flavor. That's why I'm full of flavor, because I'm fat. So anyway, that's what you want to look for when you're getting your ribeyes. If you see mostly just this meat right here and a little bit right here, it's still probably a good ribeye, but you want to get one that has this large spinalis on it, because that is the bomb. Now I'm gonna cut these up. I'm gonna split it right down to half, and then I'm gonna cube them into about 1-inch slices. All right, so we got those cut up. You see we got them in about 1-inch cubes right here. So we'll get those outside on the blackstone here in just a few seconds. Make sure I always leave this fat on. You can see this fat right here. Fat, like I said before, fat is flavor. That's why I'm so flavorful, you know, because I'm fat. Other than that, also it makes for good flavor. Like I said, once you get it on the blackstone, and it gives you good stuff to cook in. So we'll be back in a minute once we hit the blackstone outside. All right, back here, quick thing. We want to make our garlic butter for our steaks once we get them outside on the grill. So you want to take some heavy, some whipped butter. Like I said, you saw what kind I used a while ago. And then I'm going to use some roasted garlic and herb. Now, sometimes I use thyme, rosemary. I always use garlic, salt, and pepper. But I've found that this right here works really good in making you a butter compound. So you just want to put it down there pretty good right there. If Penny was any help, she would come over here, but she ain't. So I just got to stir this up. Yeah, I mean, if you would come over here and help me, it would be helpful, you know, like I did with your video. I'd appreciate that. So if you'll just hold that right there, we'll get in here, and then, like I said, we're just gonna stir this up. That's basically all you're going to do is mix it up. And it should look a little something like this right here. Be nice and thick. So what you're going to do with that is once you get out there on the blackstone and your steaks are just about done, you're going to take and you're going to put that creamy butter compound right there on it, and it will be super delicious. All right, we are out here at the blackstone. Just checked the temperature on the griddle with my heat gun. Right now it's getting close to 500 degrees, which is perfect. So what you want to use when you're cooking at this temperature, 500 and up, you want to use avocado oil, because avocado oil has a real high temperature for smoke. So you can get it really hot. The smoke that's coming off of this right now is actually some vegetable oil where I had put it on here when I get done. So we'll put some avocado oil on there, and we're going to take our steak. Listen to that. Oh my God. Scrape that off there. Let's get this off here. Looky there, looky there, looky there. And you know what? I got to get my tongs right here, so I'll be right back. All right, so we got our tongs right here. What you want to do is just kind of spread this out a little bit. Get them where they're all laying down equally. You get on one side. You want to get a good sear on this first side right here. So we've got that, like I said, we've got it going. And right now, we're right at 500 degrees. I think my assistant, look at her right here. She's holding the light for me. So we'll get these right here cooked up just a little bit, and I'll bring you right back. All right, so we got our first seared side right there. Now these don't have to cook but about 3 or 4 minutes, because they're cut so small into like 1-inch cubes. So you don't have to cook these long at all. So what we'll do is we'll take and let this cook for a few minutes right here on this side, maybe about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. We'll stir it up one good time, kind of mix them up, and then we'll bring you guys back. All right, so our steak is about done. So what you want to do now is you want to take a little bit of this Heat Riles garlic butter. Now you think it's just garlic and butter, but it's actually got good black pepper in it too. You want to season it about like that right there. And then we'll stir it up, and we'll be right back. All right, now we're back with the final thing. We're going to add our garlic butter right here. So what you want to do is you just want to take it, put it in there. What they say, a dollop, a dollop. So we'll add, get that off with your finger. My finger's clean, and it don't matter if it ain't. I'm going to eat it. So nobody else is going to eat it. So we want to get that butter. That's what I'm talking about. Look at there. Look at there, mama. Is that not looking good or what? Woohoo! So you want to let it just cook in that flavor right there for a minute. Get all them garlic and herbs. And you want to save this stuff right here. You want to get this little garlic stuff right here off when you get ready to do it, because you want to save as much of this juice as you can to go in those potatoes when you pile them on top of them potatoes. All right, back inside here. I like my potatoes lumpy, so if you like yours real creamy, or well, they're going to be creamy, but if you like them real soft and smooth, then by all means you can get it that way. It's not too hard to do. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add a little bit in of this butter I made with the cream cheese. Not cream cheese, but heavy whipping cream. So we're going to get about that much in there. We're going to stir it up. We're probably going to have to use all of it. Right here. like I said, you can see it's already making that stuff a little bit more creamier than what it was. So we're going to add the rest of this in right here, and then we're going to get it stirred up. If I can get Penny to come over here once again and hold this phone about right here.
Okay.
So we'll get that stirred in.
I like a lot of pepper.
Yeah, we can put more pepper in it. Like I said, I love the skins. So let's always when you're eating this kind of meal, it requires the proper utensils, plastic forks. So we're gonna get in here and get a little taste right here. Super creamy. I'm gonna add this last little bit right here because I just don't want to leave it sitting in there. And I'm gonna come back, add just a little bit of pepper because, like Penny said, we like pepper. And I am gonna add just a touch more salt. And then that'll be it. So we can get this stirred up right here. Make sure you turn your oven off. Oh, that's good. That's good right there. Let's see, let's try this one more time. Hot damn. That's better than sex. Alright, so we're going to let Penny try this. It might need a little bit of salt. She likes a lot more salt. Now, go ahead and try it. See what you think. Be honest. If it ain't good, let me know.
God.
Yeah? Pretty good? Alright, we'll be back after we plate it up for you. Alright, so this is the final product right here. I did cook some spinach. Did not show you that on the camera. But this is what it turned out like. Most people want to get that steak right off the top. But this right here. That right there. That bite right there is what it's all about. So you guys can have a good one. Once again, I'm topless. And we'll take a bite right here. Try it out. That's pretty damn good, if I must say so myself. Even if I cooked it, it's pretty damn good. So I appreciate you guys and gals watching this video. If you like it, I'll try to start doing this maybe once or twice a week. We'll have a little bit of fun. We'll call it we'll call it Cooking with JY. Peace out. Love y'all.